PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. On 1st down, Logan. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
They run again with Logan. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Brady now to throw. Looking deep for Crabtree. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 39 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go. Pilot, 64, weak.
Begin.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 52. Rush in. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Ready.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 29 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Brady, he completes it to Evans. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Logan. That one 28 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This is Jones, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Crabtree, the intended receiver. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe him.
Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Brady, 9 of 17 through the air. Operating from the gun, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. Second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And Rosas puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Let's go, Romo.
First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, Logan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, baby, yeah.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a desperation. He's got it at the 15. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.